Hello, good people. Welcome to our show. Hello, bad people. Welcome to our show. Hello, welcome. Today we are going to discuss more about SEO, how you can survive today in SEO field because it's tough. Google always changes algorithms. Competition is fierce at any niche, and you need to work smart, not only hard. Hard is important, but you need to be smart. What to do, how to find the right strategy, how to create something better than your competitors have. We are going to discuss more about Google updates and to discuss some tactics that you can change. And I'm so excited to discuss this topic with Samy Thuillier. How are you?
Hi, hi, Anatoly. I'm fine. How are you?
Ah, I'm fine. A big pleasure to get in my show. I want to learn more about SEO. What I found that you can't learn SEO even if you work 8 hours a day. We have only 24, but we can find what actually will work for some specific projects that I usually do. For
Mhm.
example, I help customers in trading, investing niche. We got great results with AI content. We change tactics. We don't copy our competitors. And actually, when I got some projects, I told my clients, we don't need to do what competitors do. I'm not sure it can help in the long run. And many competitors use PBN. Today, their traffic decreasing. Our traffic is growing. We got mentions on CNN, Bloomberg, Dow Jones, many big websites because we don't copy anyone. We just think about human beings. Sammy, before we start, just tell more about yourself, experience, background, and anything that can help our listeners to learn more about you.
Yeah. I'm. My name is Samy. I am 38 years old. I live in Mauritius. I've been living there for 3 years now. I'm an SEO consultant and professional. Yeah, I mainly do this for clients and also for different companies. I've been in this field since 12 years. Yeah, I worked in agencies and now I work for myself as a freelancer, as a consultant. It's been three years now. So it's been going well. And I really enjoy this field.
Awesome, awesome. I think if you work in freelancing, you have freedom. I love this freedom.
Yeah.
You can breathe this freedom air. I know about this because I remember when I worked in office many years ago. Yeah, many years ago. That was tough experience because you are not you have no this freedom. Yeah. It doesn't mean that everyone who work in offices are slaves. Not at all. It depends on your happiness. If you are happy to do what you do, yeah. If you enjoy the process, results will come. Sammy, I want to ask about your freelancing experience. Can you tell why you decided to uh, to become freelancer? We have a million freelancers. If I go to Upwork, Fiverr, we can find a lot of freelancers on LinkedIn everywhere. Why you are standing out from the rest? Why people, customers need to cooperate with you?
Well, that's, um, I think, like you said, it's a very, very competitive landscape. Particularly in SEO, there are people everywhere doing SEO. I can see new countries like Nigeria, like India, where they're getting pretty good actually. So I think the difference is, the human relationship, uh, connecting with people, understanding what they want, having like a personal connection with them. I think that's what I bring to the table. That's the first thing. Second thing is I never tie the ends of my clients. They're always free to go if they're not happy with my results. So there is no like retainer or engagement or anything. We define what we need to do, what really they need to do, and not something that I need to sell. Because I've been on the other side of the business. I've worked for agencies. Sometimes they're great. I've worked with great agencies. Sometimes they're bad, and they want to sell things that people don't need, and the results are not here. So only things that you need. and that's it. And also let people grow with you. So I always adapt to the context. If it's a small client, then we adapt to the small clients. If it's a startup, then let's have like a long-term relationship where we can see things. And also, you mean I mean, it's really about adapting to people's philosophy, where they want to go, where they start, and not trying to convince them that they should do XYZ things. They have their own agenda, their own objective. I just want to make their life easier so that they can think about SEO as a done thing and not something that they will think about like, what am I going to do? The consultant is bad. I should tell him what to do. It happens all the time. I want them to be really, okay, it's a done thing. I don't have to take care of it. He takes care of that.
Yeah, awesome. Love it, love it. Yeah, you think about customers. It's important to think how
Yeah,
to have.
being really rational. I wouldn't want, I wouldn't want to be robbed by
Mhm.
someone. I've been robbed by a web agency when I didn't know SEO or digital marketing. And I don't want people to experience the same thing, to be honest. So yeah, that's why I try to do every day.
I found it's important to understand what you order or why you cooperate with someone. For example, I started to learn SEO uh, when I had a few online projects, and I had three teams during 2 years. I
Hmm.
wasted all these years. I wasted a lot of resources, but I don't want to blame these agencies because I didn't understand what I order. I didn't cooperate with them. I just decided that agencies will decide all my problems, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And today, if I get new clients and if I see my clients don't understand SEO, I usually tell them, start learning SEO. You need to
Yeah,
understand the basic. It's not like to be an expert, but you need to understand how it works, why we need to create high quality content, why it's important to get traffic value more than to get more traffic. And when clients understand, when you cooperate together, you can get great results. It's the same with any niche. For example, if someone
yeah,
wants to lose weight, the best nutrition coach can't help you. You need to understand why you need to eat healthy food, why it's important to train hard, to drink water, many insights. But if you find the best coach, they usually lead you in the right direction. But it depends on you. It's up to you to get results. In SEO, it's totally the same. So you need to understand the basic and cooperate with great experts. For example, I cooperate with specialists that I can't have in my team. For example, PR specialists. I cooperate with people who can help me with different digital marketing channels that I can't allow, but I learn the basic. I learn how it works. Then I collaborate. I give them projects. So yeah, I, I agree with you about that. And Sammy, I wanna ask about Google updates. Can you tell why Google makes our job so hard time to
oh
time?
man,
So,
oh yeah,
what do you think?
oh yeah. Well, I mean, uh, I think there are we could divide things in two parts. The first part would be, I think, the ethical reasons, and the second part will be the unethical reasons. Let me explain. Ethical reasons is, I think that it's going to be more and more easy to create content with AI. Clearly, you can create great content with tools that are really awesome. Some of them are great, some of them like not so great, but they're going to get better and better anyway. So the purpose of Google was to rank high some content that is really genuine and original. So they think that these updates can guarantee that it will last this way and that they will get genuine content on the first page. Okay. It works, it doesn't work, it's another debate. So I think that's the first reason. And I would say the unethical reason would be it's more about Google's, I would say, plans as a company. I think that they are, anticipating evolutions in terms of strategy, all because of AI as well. And they're trying to make SEO's job harder because they know that we can get to first page. Like when you get good at SEO, you don't need to be an expert, but when you get good, you can get on first page. You could get on first page. And they want to make the job harder because they want people to think it's getting harder. So let's buy some ads. It's simple as that. And I think that there was a leak about this internal note at Google where actually the ads team was desperate and they needed tactics to get more revenue, and they asked if the algorithm could be tweaked. So I think that it is part of the reason, and so uh, I would say you cannot blame really the company. It's their strategy. They do it this way, but there are ethical reasons and unethical reasons. So this is how I would explain it.
Yeah, I think we can highlight a business reason too, because
Yeah.
Google controls plus 90% of all search traffic
Yeah,
worldwide.
totally.
Yeah, and Google updates so much because to be better than any other search engines. I remember when Google beat Yahoo and AltaVista in one site because
Yeah, I
of
remember that as well.
yeah, because of
It's
creating.
it was in the 2000, I think 2000 or 2002. It's was a long time ago.
Yeah, in the beginning, and Google created this PR algorithm about link building to rank pages by authority. And
Mhm.
yeah, I think today Google understands importance to update because I think the main goal to update search engine to provide much better experience that your competitors can provide. And Sammy, I want to ask about the future. I usually ask this question in the end of all episodes, but yeah, I want to save this logical chain. And let me explain why I'm asking now about this question. Because, for example, when I started SEO, we created
Mhm.
a lot of e-commerce content many years ago
Yeah,
in 2008. That was
I
simple
remember.
to game the system. Google didn't understand or recognize user intent. Today, we can't. We create a lot of blog content, but I'm not sure about the future. Because, for example, when I decided to buy Tesla in Florida, I search on Google, can I use this self-drivers feature in Florida? Because all states have different laws about that. And I couldn't find simple answer to a simple question in Google.
Yeah,
So I got a lot of content. I need to read all this content. But when I ask the same question on Bart AI, I got the answer for a few seconds. Then
I know.
I did,
Yeah,
yeah. Then I decided to open a new business. Um, yeah, I started to learn what kind of documents I need to get and ask this question on Google. Oh, so much content, probably good content, but I don't need it. I need a simple answer. Just give me a list of documents. That's it.
yeah.
I asked this question on ChatGPT and got the answer for a few seconds. So
Mhm.
I think when someone can tell that chatbots can't beat Google, I'm not sure about that because of simplifying experience by searching long questions. I get answers, accurate answers, and I think chatbots can take part of Google, some part of Google today because they can provide a much better experience. The main goal of Google is to simplify our experience, to give the relevant information as much as possible or as fast as possible. So, what do you think about blog content? If chatbots can reply to these questions, Google decreases the number of clicks because of feature snippets,
Yeah.
other blogs, and for example, at least Google links to our content in feature snippets, but chatbots just steal our content, rewrite, and provide this experience. So, what do you think about blog content?
Well, the first question you asked was about the future of SEO and Google.
Yeah.
Um, I think we have like 4 or 5 years in front of us where there are going to be updates and stuff like this, but there is not going to be big changes because the search engine as it is a cash cow. So you don't kill a cash cow like from a day to another. You cannot, and you don't want to. So you're right. I think the user experience on ChatGPT and even on Bing AI is great, and you don't want to. Sometimes I see younger people like in their 15 or 20 years old. They're like, okay, let's just ask ChatGPT, and even if you don't have sources or anything, it doesn't really matter because they want the answer. So I think the risk for Google is to be left behind in that race, and this is why they're going to roll out SGE and the AI results first. I mean, pretty soon, probably. So this is why I'm telling you we have like a few years in front of us to experience SEO as it is and as maybe it was. Um, about blog content, I think you're right. It's getting harder and harder to find good content and to get answers. And the updates, the Google updates, or at least Google says that, is that they will favor people and content and blog content that gives real answers. For example, if you are, I don't know, like if you are writing an article on the best golf balls, uh, you want to know right away what is the best one, and that's it. And you don't want to, you don't want to have like a paragraph. What is a golf ball? What is, I don't know, what is a golf club or anything like this. You want to know what is the best golf ball, sorry, right away. And you want to click on the link, go to Amazon, buy your golf ball, and that's it. And I think that the purpose of the updates was about this, favoring people who understand that you want the answer right away. So I think low quality blog content is meant to die. We are going to see in the January update, that the one that is coming, we're going to see more and more websites that are going to tank because they are based on low quality content and things like that. I'm not saying that you cannot. I'm not saying that you will not see low quality blogs surviving this. Maybe they will survive it because they will have the backlinks. And believe it or not, this is the only way Google knows if this is an authority website. The backlinks, if you have good backlinks, if you have relevant backlinks, then you will be favored. That's it. That's the only thing that is to know. So I think that there will be some cleanup thanks to the updates, and people will have to raise the level of the content, and that's it. Because you cannot fight AI. You have to get better. You have to work, and yeah, I mean that's it. After this, I cannot really tell you what's going to happen, because maybe in 5 years or 10, we will all have like AI glasses or something like that, and we won't even have like computers to make some research. We will all control things like with our voice. We don't know. So I would just say that's for maybe the 3-4 years to come.
Yeah, got it. Love it. And I can highlight what I am going to do. First, marketers on TV and radio didn't lose their jobs. They adapted to digital. Whatever
Yeah.
happens, we are marketers. We need to adapt. Google.
Yeah, yeah, totally. I totally
Yeah,
agree with you. We will do something else. We will adapt. We will, change the way we do things. I mean, people, they were relying on writers to write content before. Now they rely on AI, backlinks. We had techniques that we could hide. We could hide. We could keyword stuff uh, using. You could have like text in white on a white background. We don't do that anymore. We found something else. People adapt.
yeah. And for example, I compare SEO and digital marketing with other niches, for example, accounting. Nothing
Hmm.
changes in accounting for 20 years. For many years, people still use Excel sheets,
Yeah.
calculators, old software like QuickBooks, CostPoint. I don't know, a lot of software. They
Hmm.
almost don't update.
Oh yeah.
Um, but in Asia, we change a lot. I change
Yeah.
a lot of my approaches. I played a lot, and in digital marketing, you need to adapt fast, whatever
Yeah.
happens. And even if something will change significantly, you can switch your attention where customers switch their attention. For example, if it's TikTok or augmented reality, it doesn't matter. If you have experience to create high quality content, you in SEO you can adapt to any other channel. Whatever happens, wherever you are, you need to have this experience and to learn trends, to learn where customers pay attention, to go to these channels. It's important to use multi-channel marketing
Yeah.
approaches. It's important to build brands, to not to think only about SEO. If you have brands like Forbes, uh, New York Times, these brands get a lot of SEO traffic, but they can survive without this SEO traffic because people are looking for Forbes and New York Times. They wanna learn information from these prominent resources. So yeah, just move faster than your competitors. You will be fine. For example, 5% of marketers lost their jobs because of AI. Like 6 months after ChatGPT, 5% lost their jobs. But I increased my revenue. I increased a lot because of adapting to AI. I use AI,
Yeah.
and people don't lose jobs because of AI. They lose jobs because someone adapted to AI faster than them. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree totally. You're totally right. And I mean, it's really you got to use the leverage that those tools give you.
yeah,
You don't have to be a victim of that. You need to I can do so many things with AI that I couldn't do before. uh, in record time. Really, I it took me days to do things. Now I can do so many things in hours, and I'm sure like millions of people like me. But you're right. I mean, you need to adapt, and I think that maybe I would say two things. The first thing is if you have a quality approach, you're not in danger. If you take the time to write your content, if you have good backlinks, if you build things um, using the right amount of time, if you're not in a rush, and you take the time to do good things, you have nothing to be worried about. I can see it with a few clients of mine. They have had good content for years, and they were actually rewarded by the latest updates. So they're not in danger. And for
mhm,
those who may feel that they are in danger, I think there are three things. One of them you mentioned that was branding. Now you need a brand. You cannot be like with a small website and then create like um, an AI or non-existing people as an author. You cannot do that anymore. If you have ambition, you cannot do that anymore. You need to have a real brand with, like you said, social media channels, with real content. And it's easy to generate content. You need only AI, you need ChatGPT. There are so many things that you can do with the latest update of ChatGPT with DAL E3. You can generate images. Soon you'll be able to generate videos. So you have no excuse not to be able to generate social media content. So having a brand. Second thing is having good backlinks. You cannot escape from this. I'm not the best at building backlinks, but I know that it's really necessary. And you need them to be really quality backlinks, and that's really necessary. And I would say the third thing we haven't talked about before is really organization and topical authority. You
Mhm.
need to create like a really organized plan of where you want to go. You need topics, you need a map, you need to be really organized so that the topics, they're really in a logical way. It's like, and it's not hard, because if you look at, let's say you have a travel website. If you're looking at the Lonely Planet of anything, any country, how is it organized? Just look at it. This is the way you should organize your content, with the points of interest, the things to remember, and everything else. And why do Google tries to copy that? It's because people that are used to it, and it's logical and it works. So yeah, those three things, I think it's necessary. And yeah, you not don't be scared. It's I think we are all going to get past this, and we'll find solutions.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. Sammy, let's talk about AI content. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, you mentioned it's important to
Hmm.
use AI for creating content,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
I usually collect complaints why people don't like AI or AI written content because because of low quality, it's not human touch, because it's generic. AI is one of the best rewriting tools, not
Mm,
writing something new. It's like rewriting existing content that AI can find online. And it's important to use smart. It's not like, for example, if you ask me to write an article about, let's imagine, weight loss, I
yeah.
can't. I can't because I'm not expert on this topic.
Mm.
I'm far away from that. I lost my weight a few years ago. Yeah, I did it, but I can't teach others how to do it. That was personalized experience. So yeah, and I tried to play with AI in topics that I don't understand. I can't write great prompts. I can't edit these results. I can't add my human touch. Um, so, can you tell how to use AI smart? I mean, like, okay, it's important. We need to use this tool, but how to use AI to create high quality content?
Yeah, I think it's an important question, and you're right. It's really difficult to create content when you don't know anything about, the field, or if you haven't experienced what you're talking about, and still you need to write it. So you need to find a solution. Um, I would say I think that there needs to be human research before anything, because as you know, uh, I think that search intent is not crucial. It's like the number one priority that you need to tackle. And it's to me, it's really the difficulty with AI content for now. It doesn't really know how to really optimize for the search intent perfectly. Um, because you need to figure out if people, they want to see something like a commercial page for service, if they want to see like the service that they will get for a certain keyword. They want to see, like, for example, a form in order to contact the company, that kind of thing. So you need to figure out the search intent first. Second is understanding the vocabulary. What are the terms? What are the how we say this, the LSI keywords, um, the semantically related keywords. What are the keywords that are related to what you're talking about? If I'm talking about, I don't know, like let's say weight loss, um, maybe I'm going to talk about fat-free dishes, for example, that kind of thing. So what are the words? And this, I think that humans are great at finding the right words because they feel things. Simple as that. And third thing would be, I think, having a hierarchy of the content, because, like I said before, like we discussed before, you want to answer the content right away, and sometimes AI still gives you definitions before answering the content. It will discuss what is this or what you should know before uh, doing this or something like that. Whereas sometimes you see competitors, they answer the question right away. And so you should have your own outline, your own related keywords, your own words. And with this, with the research, you can create content. And after this, I think what's important is also to fact check things. I can see on different niche site owners, they succeed because they fact check things and they use simple things like, I don't know, like companies documents, um, I don't know, like Wikipedia pages that links to more detailed pages, Google Scholar, you name it. So I think before and after, you need to do your homework, and this is how AI content becomes effective.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Sammy, I want to get back to the main topic about Google updates.
Yes.
And yeah, I want to share two examples. For example, Neil Patel said,
Oh yeah.
yeah, Neil Patel, he spoke on my podcast, and
Okay.
once he said about that he doesn't read SEO news. He doesn't follow all updates. He only creates content for human beings. He uses white hat link building to get results. It works. It works. And if he sees some decrease of traffic, something is going wrong, then he can check surround table, other great resources to analyze what's going on, what to change. I know other great examples who don't care about these updates. They think about human being to create content for humans.
Hmm.
And even if you follow all these updates, it doesn't mean that you need to change everything that you have, to change
Hmm.
all your strategy, because in the end, it's tough to understand uh, everything from any update. It's tough
Yeah.
to learn because most of them are related to AI. Even people in Google don't know how AI can choose top ranking positions. And I know other great SEO experts like Lily Ray. She can
Hmm.
share all updates to explain about
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Many great experts name them. Barry Schwartz, others. So they usually
Yeah.
follow all these updates to learn the impact, to find
Hmm.
the difference, what to change. And can you tell your method? I can't say something if it works for others, it works for everyone. It depends. And personally, I like approach from Neil Patel. I have no time to read all these updates. I don't learn all information from them these updates. I just check my competitors. I analyze user intent. I analyze the audience and try to create content for them. So to get results, and it works for me. So your methods. Tell it's important to learn or not, and why.
I think it's important because I'm curious. Simple as that. I'm curious to know the evolution of my field, and so I follow the updates because I'm curious, because I love it. I'm not saying that Neil Patel doesn't love what he does. Not saying this. It's just me, I love what I do, and I love to see how it evolves and how people react. I cannot say that I'll be a voice of how people feel, and I'm just, I'm part of the crowd watching this. So I think you should still follow, if you even if you don't understand everything. just knowing that there is like an update, that there is uh, an evolution, and that because it shows that things are changing, that behind the small changes, there is a bigger change coming. And it's necessary to know that because you can anticipate things this way. And if you are just like looking in front of you and not looking everywhere, then one day there's going to be a bigger change and you won't see it coming. So that's my take on this. For the rest, technically speaking, yeah, I agree. I can only agree. You need to keep your principles as long as you have the, I would say, the right ones, which is creating quality, focusing on quality. Um, I know that some black hat SEOs they rely only on on backlinks. They use some techniques. Fine for them, good for them. Really, if they make money like this, good for them. Really, but I want to create quality content. I want to create quality backlinks. I want things to be, like Neil said, like good for humans. And who can refuse this? I would say. But yeah, still, stay hungry, stay foolish, like someone said, and you know who. So this is my philosophy.
Oh, okay, got it, got it. I think it's not like someone is wrong or right.
Yeah,
It
totally. Yeah,
depends.
totally. Yeah,
So
yeah.
if it works for someone, that's okay. And it's important to consider strong sides. For example, I often reply to my clients when they share the brief of their competitors, and the main question is how to steal this sales and traffic. I usually reply, for example, if I decided to film content like Mr. Beast, can I beat Mr. Beast? You know, I'm not experienced like this guy. I'm not uh, passionate like this guy. I'm not mad about YouTube like this guy. So it's not my strong side. I'm not good with
Mm,
that. Stephen King writes text, don't film content for TikTok. So Seth Godin is on the same boat. You need to consider your strong side. I usually
yeah, totally.
deny. Yeah, and for example, when someone can share a list of methods that competitors use, I see, wow, competitors deserve this ranking positions. They deserve this traffic, have a lot of backlinks, great content. It's tough to beat them. I usually search for their weaknesses, what they can ignore, how we can jump on this field, and it works well. So in trading, investing, I change approaches for a few clients when I mean, like when you have competitors, $1 billion companies, big companies, but if you
Mhm.
find what these $1 billion companies ignore, and they ignore a lot, uh,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter what kind of company, they have a lot of gaps because of own priorities. They are good with someone, but bad with others. And yeah, it's better to consider your strong side. Uh,
yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, I agree with you.
nice, nice. Sammy, I want to ask about mistakes. In
Hmm.
SEO, I made a lot of mistakes. I started
Oh,
with
me too.
Yeah, I started with Black Hat SEO. I bought more backlinks that
Yeah,
my competitors had. I ranked well. Google changed approaches. I lost traffic. I learned from that. Uh, I made a lot of mistakes in PR, in creating content, but it's part of the process. We need to learn.
sure. It
I
is definitely.
I like this quote from Mr. Beast when he said, "How to start your YouTube channel," and he usually he recommends to film 100 bad videos. Just film 100 bad videos, then you can learn what kind
Yeah,
of video you need to film. You can learn during the process how to improve your videos. So I think it's the same with SEO. You need to write 100 bad articles. You can craft a great article without experience. Even Brian Dean, he writes 1,000 words a day, but we can see only one piece of content on backlink. I don't know about today. I mean, like about backlink before when SEMrush bought this resource, but he wrote only one piece of content a month, got great results, but he trains his writing skills. He writes every single day, so it's important to learn. So I'm interested about your experience. Let's imagine
Mistakes.
mistakes,
Uh,
experience. So yeah, lead us what kind of mistakes we can avoid today.
okay. Don't buy backlinks on Fiverr. Don't buy 1 million backlinks on Fiverr first. No, I mean, to be more serious. Mistakes I made. Willing to do too good. And I think when you want to do too good, you don't do anything, and actually you weigh too much and you don't learn. It's better to just start, and it's not very French what I'm saying, because French, we love to things to be perfect before launching, like perfect,
Mhm.
and yeah, because we are artists, as you know.
Mhm.
No, I mean, really, I see so many people, they they want things to be perfect before trying. So just try, and if it's not perfect, then yeah, you improve it. um I would say what I did was going too fast. The first number one mistake that I made, and sometimes it still happens, going too fast, because sometimes you think you master a topic, or you master the requirements of a client. You start working, and then 2 months after this, you realize that you get traffic, but they're here like, okay, we have good traffic. That's nice. Yeah, really. But no new revenue, no
Mhm.
added revenue. So yeah, that's the first thing. Going too fast. Don't go too fast. Take your time. Really, it's my number one mistake. Second mistake is, um, I would say, like, considering it's considering a website as important. Like, it's like considering it like as a person, and having emotions. It's just a website. It's virtual. And sometimes I'm like, yeah, but it could be better. Like, it could be this and this and this. But yeah, it's just a website. You can throw it away like this. So it's like a piece of paper. So if it doesn't work, then start over. Do something else. Try something else. And the third thing would be, yeah, focusing on traffic and not on revenue. And I think so many SEOs that do that, they're happy because the traffic is here, but it doesn't generate like a cent, and it's really what matters. Which is why sometimes we focus on volume and search and keyword difficulty and things like that. We have good traffic for queries that are really competitive, and that's great. But maybe there is a keyword with 20 searches per month that generates like $100,000 per month, and you got to find it.
Mhm.
So, and you got to create content for it, and you get to build some backlinks for it. So, yeah, I think you need to adjust the way you see things. Um, and also, um, maybe a last mistake would be thinking that you're really good, thinking you're an expert. You're not an expert. You're never an expert. Nobody's an expert. And people who say that they are experts, even me on my LinkedIn profile, I use keywords because that's my job. So I'm described as top-rated SEO expert, but I'm no expert. You're not an expert. You always learn. You always have something to learn. So if you think that you don't have anything to learn, that's your mistake.
Yeah.
Because of course, you need to have like good content, good backlinks, and that's what we've been saying from the very beginning. Sure, you need to have the right principles, and There are principles that you will apply on every piece of content, every page that you create, sure. But you need to learn things. And there is a link with, learning what the new Google update is, what we discussed before, with what Neil Patel said. You need to learn. So don't think you're an expert. Try to learn every day. And that's what you said about Brian Dean. He learns every day. He does well sometimes. He got quite a high number of successes, but for how many pieces of content that he had to throw away, we don't know. So yeah, I think those 3 or 4 elements, I experienced them. I
Mhm.
had sleepless nights because of them. So yeah, don't do them.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome. Uh, Sammy, I wanna ask about starting from scratch.
Yeah.
And let me explain who can learn from your reply. Two different people. The first person is a student who wants to learn
Hmm.
something from scratch to
Yeah.
become uh, okay, not an expert, but someone with great skills, better than competitors have about SEO. If we are not experts, I agree, we are students on this life, uh, but if you have more experience skills than your competitors, then you can rank websites much higher. So for students, and the second audience, business owners, uh,
Hmm.
who need to learn the basic how it works, with the goal to cooperate with people who can help them, so to understand how it works, how to create high quality content. So if you started today from scratch without any experience, knowledge, skills, it's your first day in SEO. You know about
Hmm.
Google, just you use Google before, but you don't know how to rank any websites. So what will you do if you started from scratch?
Now that I know how to do it, I would have loved to know it. There is an awesome website made by Aleida Solis. I don't know if I pronounced the name right. She's a incredible expert in SEO. And the website is learningseo.io. And you have pretty much everything you need to start, really to understand what you need to do. Um, so I would start with this. If you have a few bucks to spend, you can buy a course on Udemy to learn SEO. There are quite a number of great courses on this platform. It's something like $10. If you prefer to watch videos instead of reading articles, then do it. Um, why am I not saying YouTube channels? It's because it's an algorithm and it rewards content in a specific way. The thumbnail, the description, the title, it has to be catchy, it has to be somehow clickbait. So you never know what you're going to find. So if you really want to find good content to learn and not go from one video to another and never find what you're looking for, buy a course. Really, it's
Mhm.
easier, it saves you hours, and you get great content. um, Third thing would be start, create a website, do your thing, try. It's how you learn. um, Even if it's not perfect. I know so many people, they learn something and they never try. They do like things, they will sometimes. I know people, they've been setting up an internal server on their computer in order to launch a website, and they never launch it, so they never see the results. Just start, just create something, even if it's like 2 pages, 3 pages, white background, black font, we don't care. It's just try something, because it's how you learn. um, Go on Twitter, X, the new name.
Mhm.
Go on Twitter, follow people, go on LinkedIn, follow people who will learn, who will teach you good stuff. I'm trying to on LinkedIn. I'm trying to give some knowledge to beginners, um, some checklists, some um, some quick fixes, some things that you should know before starting on or if you want to check if you did right. And there are countless people that are really great for this. Um, so I would suggest maybe 3 or 4 people, because I've mentioned courses, I've mentioned a website, maybe I can mention people. Um, on LinkedIn, I love what Connor Gillivan is doing. He's great, really great guy. Uh, Also, I would say go to see what Brian Dean does. Backlinko is great as well. What the Ahrefs team is doing also is awesome. And the SEMrush team also does a tremendous job at explaining SEO. The articles are awesome. So, 2 companies, 2 people that I'm recommending. And if I can be useful, just check out my LinkedIn profile. I'd be happy to give you some advice. You can message me. So I think,
Nice.
yeah, this is my
Awesome.
advice.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. I sent you a connection request on LinkedIn. I'm going to
Great. I'm
learn.
gonna accept it right away.
Yeah, I'm going to learn from you guys. You can find the link to LinkedIn profile in the description. So if you wanna learn, you need to learn from all mentioned experts, including Samy on LinkedIn, so you can get a lot of new insights. And I have my final question to you
Yeah, sure.
about your plans. We discussed a little bit about the future, but I wanna ask about your plans. What you are going to change to switch attention or double your energy in SEO? Yeah, if you have some plans, share with us.
Um, it's a good question. Actually, I really I switched my philosophy. Obviously, quality content and quality backlinks it's not really this, but it's gonna be a numbers game from now on, because there are people who are able to create like quality content like in a matter of seconds using AI plus the techniques that I mentioned. They are able to fact check, they are able to do some research. So it's a numbers game. So my plan is really to produce more, to ship more, to publish more, and to because I think that in order really to find the gem that will provide you revenue with SEO, and today you need to produce a lot and a lot and a lot of content. Um, of course, I know some niches where you can have like 10 pieces of content optimized, very optimized, and that's it, and that works. Hey, sweetie.
Yeah.
But I really switched on this. I think that uh, playing the numbers game is my plan. And yeah, I plan on creating more, trying and testing more, conceiving more websites, testing more things, and see what works.
Awesome.
Because that's actually there is another guy that I really love on he's on Twitter, but it's pretty much everywhere. It's Pete Levels. He's not really an SEO guy, but he's more entrepreneur. And he always says this is you can have like 20, 30, 40 ideas, and there is always be one that are going to work. So you should publish, you should create 20, 30, 40 websites and see what works. Because like I said, I think to me it's going to be a numbers game.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. Great. Great insights. Sammy, it's a big pleasure to get on my show, to learn
My
from
pleasure,
you.
Anatoly. It's really great to be with you.
Yeah, so fun and valuable. Tell the best way how to keep learning from you, how to reach out to you, how to follow you.
Just type my name on LinkedIn. You can find me easily. Send me a connection request. I'd be happy to accept it. I'm trying to I'm trying to share daily content on LinkedIn. It wasn't easy those last few days, but I'm doing my best to get back on track. So yeah, this is my main channel where you can talk to me. I have courses on Udemy for SEMrush because that's my number one tool. There are people who prefer Ahrefs or Moz or other tools, but this is a tool I like. So there are two courses that I created for this on SEMrush. You can easily find me with my name as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Uh, this is how we can reach me.
Awesome, awesome. Guys, you can find the link to LinkedIn account, to the courses in the description below. Listen us on Apple, Google, Spotify. Thanks again for the time. Love it. So valuable. I enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah,
Welcome
me
back
too, Antoine.
anytime. So to share more valuable insights, guys, I recommend to anyone to follow Samy on LinkedIn because I follow. I need more valuable insights. I'm a student on this life, so I need to learn more to update what I have. And guys, I recommend to anyone, if you learn, just act. Nothing
Sure,
happens without
100%,
actions.
100%.
You sometimes I learn less, but I act more. And I found all great experts. They usually act, practice, preach what they do. Okay, guys, love you. See you.